Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
captain and keep it peaceful.
Well, if Nick's not back by the time the guys do the quick beat, you run it, okay?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bellow Field here on the campus of Tufts University for today's men's soccer matchup against the visiting Salem State Vikings. The Vikings enter today with a record of 3-2-1, while the Jumbos currently hold a record of 2-1-2. Now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Salem State Vikings. In net for the Vikings, number 1, Matt Huntsman. Defender, number 2, Michael Flynn. Midfielder, number 3, Brendan Walsh. Defender, number 4, James Melly. Defender, number 5, Patrick Folletti. Midfielder, number 8, Jair Alvarez. Forward, number 11, Aaron O'Toole. Forward, number 13, Brendan Davis. Midfielder, number 14, George Zuleta. Defender, number 19, Dylan Senra. And defender, number 22, Cole Hay. Head coach of the Vikings is Matt Correa, and he's assisted by Alex Carvalho, and Mike Scarbelis, Justin Rodriguez, and Chris Jimenez. And now the starting lineups for your Tufts Jumbos. In net for the Jumbos, number 1, Eric Lauda. Midfielder, number 2, Liam Gerken. Defender, number 3, Ian Daly. Defender, number 5, Max Clivio. Defender, number 6, Max Cook. Midfielder, number 10, Zach Siegelstein. Forward, number 11, Sean Trainer. Defender, number 16, Taylor Feinberg. Defender, number 19, Mateo Bargagna. Midfielder, number 23, Ethan Feigen. And defender, number 33, Alex Wall. Head coach of the Jumbos is Kyle Desatel, and he's assisted by Mark Waterman, Max Lichtenstein, and Eric Nordenson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the flag at the corner of the field for the playing of our national anthem.
It had been 2,145 days since Tufts men's soccer had played a game unranked. That number is now at 0. For the first time since half of this team was in middle school, the Jumbos have dropped out of the top 25. Now, with a chip on their shoulder and a heart yearning for revenge, they welcome Salem State to Medford. Welcome to Bellow Field on the campus of Tufts University for tonight's men's soccer game between the Salem State Vikings and your Tufts Jumbos. I'm Riley Daniel, and alongside me for tonight's game is Felix Bhattacharya. Felix, what do the Jumbos need to do to send a message to the rest of D3 soccer tonight?
Yeah, Riley, the Jumbos are ready to show that they deserve to be in these rankings. The Jumbos are coming off a tough weekend, but they know that they're ready to go. I got a chance to talk to Eric Lauda earlier before this game, and he said, we feel confident and prepared for this game, but we know it won't be easy to take home the win. Salem State held off Conn College for 110 minutes in the tournament last year, and they can give us similar difficulties if we don't come back into this game with the right mindset. We're focused and ready to work hard tonight.
Yeah,
the keys for them tonight is to communicate, is to play tough, and really push towards the net. This Salem State defense is one to be reckoned with, and it's going to be a tough night for the Jumbos as well.
Absolutely. I think if we've learned anything through 3 weeks of this D3 soccer season, it's that any given night has to be the motto. This Jumbos team has won tough games, they've lost tough games, they've drawn tough games, and tonight it's time for them to step up to the plate and get a big win at home.
Salem State also having a revenge game here today. It was exactly 1 year ago that they played the Jumbos for the last time. That win finished in that game finished in a 5-1 finish, a win for the Jumbos at Salem State. However, Daly was the only person still on this roster that actually scored a game-winning goal at that time. Lauda was also in goal for that game, and Tufts had a total of 21 shots, so definitely an aggressive game for the Jumbos. We'll see if it will be a similar night for them tonight.
I don't know about you, Felix, but with all the turnover and the way that Ian Daly's playing right now, I feel like that statement applies to pretty much every team the Jumbos are playing right now.
Absolutely. Daly definitely a force to be reckoned with. Despite being a defender playing in the backfield, he is the leading scorer, having 4 this season so far. Definitely a versatile player, and he's going to get a lot of action tonight.
Absolutely. He is in his usual spot along the right back position in the back line alongside, of course, Max Clivio, Alex Wall, and Max Cook, with the freshman Mateo Baragna getting his first start of the season alongside them.
Salem State, the Vikings also have players to reckon with, true forces there in the backfield as well. Senior Dylan Senra is the leading scorer, again, also a defender. He has 3 goals so far this season, and those 3 goals were the first 3 goals of his career. They've all been this season, and he's definitely had a great start to the season so far. We also have freshman Felipe De Sousa, who's in the starting lineup. He's actually from Medford, sort of having a homecoming game tonight. I'm sure his family's out in the stands and excited for him to see him play.
Jumbo's going to kick off here, and that ball will be sent down and headed skyward. That'll pop up. Max Cook will head that one. Fought for by Trainer, and he's going to be a foul against Trainer as he fouled Aaron O'Toole.
Yeah, early foul there. Jumbo's definitely playing aggressive here. They know that these possessions are going to be tough, and they're going to want to pick up that pace.
Absolutely. You said it. Jumbos need to pick up the pace early as they do that off this throw-in here. And playing a little bit of keep away along that right sideline before switching it to Max Clivio, who has space. That's a ball looking for and finding Ian Daly on that wing.
Yeah, great boot there by Clivio.
Chested down by Gherkin to Daly. Across the front of the net, bouncing around, and cleared away by Cole Hay.
Definitely a fast, aggressive start here for the Jumbos. They're ready to play.
Absolutely. And now on that ball is Aaron O'Toole, sent ahead and going to chase that one now for Salem State. And it'll be taken by Daly, but given away. And Michael Flynn will take for Salem State. Down the line, he's going to send that ball looking for a runner, but is going to be shepherded out very nicely by Alex Wall for a goal kick.
Jumbos have a strong defensive backfield there. Absolutely a wall to be reckoned with. Of course, up in the net, Eric Lauda, who's been playing phenomenally since last year.
Absolutely. Eric Lauda has been a stud really since the moment he stepped onto campus here in Medford. And no intention of changing that here tonight. Clivio being pressured a little bit, plays it to Zach Siegelstein. Salem State pressing a little bit high here early. Jumbo's content to just feel them out, get into the flow of this game. Switch to the far wing. That'll be Zach Siegelstein. Headed nicely in for Max Cook. Defender on his back. He'll turn, play it nicely there, and get it back. He's going to switch. Salem State very happy to force the Jumbos to reset at midfield.
Jumbo's communicating great so far. A lot of passing action here.
That one stood up a little too strong for Liam Gherkin out of play. Goal kick. This one will be taken by Matt Hounsman, the senior goalkeeper for the Vikings. He has been a severe leader on this team, a captain, helping lead them to a 1.67 goals against average in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Hounsman has 42 saves this season.
That one is sent, and going to chase that will be the speedy midfielder, Brendan Davis. But he unfortunately cannot get on the end of that for Salem State. And it'll be a Jumbo's free kick that they will take short. Max Clivio will switch it all the way wide to Alex Wall. Plenty of space there for Wall. Wide on the wing for Gherkin. Flicked on by Daly. Great ball there. Almost found a through runner. That one's skyward. Barania fighting for it. Wins the first one. Second ball won by Salem State, only as far as the first line of Jumbos. Brennan Davis now holding it up for Salem State. O'Toole, and now being pressed, and the Jumbo's going to take that ball. Good press there from Sean Traynor down along the left wing. Fighting for it in that left wing corner, and it is taken by Salem State. Max Cook with a jump. Gherkin now. And now down the line for Traynor, but he is offsides.
Yeah, great movement here for the Jumbos. Tough luck there with the offside.
Absolutely. Looks as if Salem State just trying to communicate, get themselves going here. That one is skied, looking for O'Toole. O'Toole chests it down nicely. Controls, back to the defense, but is given away immediately, taken by Taylor Feinberg. Feinberg, unfortunately, cannot keep that ball in. That's going to be a Salem State throw.
Both teams playing aggressive, both teams showing that they want it.
That one chested down by O'Toole, being doubled by Gherkin and Traynor.
Salem State here with their first opportunity. Ball's really been on the other side of the net, but Jumbo's, wow, playing
Gherkin
aggressive.
now has it. And now Traynor. Trainor's going to try and send that ball through. Ethan Feigen is through. Flag stays down. Jumbos have numbers in the box. Feigen going to stand that one back up, but is caught by Huntsman.
Big boot from Traynor there to find Feinberg. A fantastic play. Amazing pass. Sometimes you just got to be lucky that a man's in the box there.
Yeah, and that just shows you how the Jumbos can turn defense into offense so fast.
Absolutely. First phenomenal play and great opportunity there for the Jumbos.
Ian Daly goes up, wins that ball over the taller defender. Gherkin fighting for the second ball, but Walsh is able to win that. But Daly's now on it. Feinberg back to Daly. Daly has about acres of space, and he'll try and send that ball long. Mateo Baragna going to take it. Looks for a teammate, cannot find one. Instead, it'll be controlled by George Huletta for the Vikings. Swung wide for Brennan Walsh. Gherkin on it. Gherkin gets taken down from behind. That'll be a Jumbo's free kick.
Lots of aggression from the Jumbos here early on. Yeah, Riley, I expect to see a lot of roster rotation here in this game tonight. Maybe we see some of the newer players get out on the field for the Jumbos. Be a great opportunity to see some of the newer talent.
Sloppy passing there from Clivio. Siegelstein able to save it, though. Switch, cross, looking for Barania. Barania's header flicked on just wide.
Second amazing opportunity for the Jumbos there. Barania really catching that ball. Amazing header. Couldn't find the back of the net, though.
I'll tell you what, you were talking about roster opportunities. Mateo Barania is on the roster as a right back, but he is playing as a number 9 right now.
He's just one of those versatile players. You see a lot of those here for the Jumbos. Naturally, Ian Daly, the one that we talk about the most, but Barania, of course, a force to reckon with as well.
Gherkin up for that one, can't control it. Fighting for his Walsh, and now coming away with it will be Max Clivio. He turns, decides not to let Eric Lauda get a touch, and instead will continue bringing the ball up himself. Now Eric Lauda will get his first touch of the game. Swung wide to the sophomore Alex Wall. And he'll play his fellow sophomore Taylor Feinberg. Jumbo's just passing around the back here. Feigen drops all the way back from the right wing to pick it up. And that one will be swung wide here. Ian Daly on it. Ian Daly behind Feigen, who has to chase it back. Switches it nicely for Feinberg. Feinberg in space. Has Cook to his left, decides to play him. Cook forced back. Feinberg comes to it. And now Max Cook on the wing. Splits the defender to Feinberg. Ethan Feigen, Jumbos with sustained possession here. Feigen dekes a defender, plays it out wide for Ian Daly. Daly's ball swung in towards the back post. Headed up and halfway out. Siegelstein now. Or that's Gherkin. Swung wide here. Ian Daly's going to look to put another ball in. Instead, he'll lay it off for Gherkin. That one is intercepted, and now the Vikings can look to go the other way. That is taken by Zuleta. Has Davis in front of him. That'll be cut out by Feinberg.
Yeah, great job on the Jumbos defense there, intercepting that ball there. Looked like a fast-paced play for the Vikings, but easily stopped by the Jumbos.
Wall to Siegelstein. Siegelstein's going to open up play Max Cook. Siegelstein on it again. Swung wide. Alex Wall is going to look to bring the ball into the Vikings half. Laid off for Gherkin. Gherkin with space. And now it is controlled by Ethan Feigen. That one played down the line looking for Daly. Daly's going to look to put a ball in. Ball whipped across. Bouncing, chested down by Feigen. Feigen at the top of the box towards Siegelstein. Booted away by the Vikings. Sent right back in. And that'll be claimed by Huntsman, giving his defense a much-needed reprieve.
Yeah, Trainer was sort of roaming around the box there in the center. Seems like a man tried to find him for the header. Vikings.
And now Trainer's going to go press Huntsman.
Vikings defense just standing strong there. Coach Desatel telling Trainer to stay back in front.
Chested down by Jair Alvarez, who plays a nice ball, but that is cut out brilliantly by Max Cook, who wins the Jumbos a throw.
Yeah, Cook is definitely a force that we often see here, especially this year, getting a lot more minutes than before.
Siegelstein plays it a little too much to Cook, who was on his back foot. That'll be a Vikings throw now. Aaron O'Toole will not take it. Instead, he will let James Melly take it. Getting instructions is James Melly to switch the field for Michael Flynn if he could get the ball back. Right now, he's just having trouble getting the ball in as the Jumbos quickly read that one, and Eric Latta will come pick it up. Swung wide and taken here by Alex Wall. Felix, what are your notes on this first 10 minutes from the Jumbos?
Well, it's definitely been an aggressive start here for the Jumbos. Two fantastic opportunities. First, the one by Daly, and after that opportunity from Bayania, I got to be honest with you, I'm really happy to see Bayania here on the field tonight. Just a freshman, but has been getting a lot of minutes so far.
Feigen with the ball just missed the run of Daly.
Has been getting a lot of minutes so far. He's actually played on Atlanta United since his under 12 years. A big pickup here for the Jumbos, and somebody that I'm sure we will be seeing a lot of for the years to come.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this, we can talk about it for hours. This recruiting class that Kyle Desatel brought in is maybe the best recruiting class in Jumbo's history. You got three different players in James Gunn, Baranya, and Luke Randolph, who've played on MLS team academies. That's not something you hear of very often in D3.
And we talk about last year's team and how there's a lot of losses from that senior class last year, but Coach Desatel really brought in some stars here that are going to look to fill those gaps that we lost.
The future is bright here in Medford, and so is the present. Clivio is going to look to switch that ball. Daly making a great run, and it finds him through the deflection. Can't quite control it, though, and going the other way will be Brennan Walsh. Walsh is going to look and send Brennan Davis, but that's going to go right to Eric Latta's feet. Max Cook to Gherkin, back to Cook.
Jumbo's sort of slowing down the pace here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Desatel brings a sub in. Looks as if this team, they're definitely getting a lot of possession, but it doesn't look like they have a player like a Daniel Yanez to break through the lines right now. That one deflects off Cook, but goes right to Sean Trainer.
Yeah, Trainer's been moving around a lot, sort of from the center over to the right wing.
Cook's going to take a step, now play Trainer wide. Trainer being defended by two. Drops to Gherkin. Feinberg on it. Swung wide to Ian Daly. Really good defensive line here from the Vikings. Alex Wall has Daly, but that pass is cut out, given away. Feinberg with a good step. Ethan Feigen now.
Yeah, Feigen also another player to look out for here on the Jumbos.
Bounces free shot, just sailed over the net there. That shot from Mateo Baragna.
Once again, a great shot there by Baragna, the freshman, showing a lot of bright lights here.
Absolutely. He's been the brightest spot so far for this Jumbos team.
Yeah, you speak about Feigen and Baragna, these two young players. Feigen having played in 19 games last season, scoring that winner in the NESCAC semifinal against Middlebury. Somebody that Desautel's really been utilizing a lot lately, both last season and this season. Just a sophomore, I'm sure we'll see a lot more from him in the future.
Absolutely. I mean, Feigen, Desautel would always use Feigen, especially last year, when he needed a spark from this team, because Feigen's always going to give you 110%, and now as a starter, he's bringing that from the gun. Ball here for Siegelstein, who has space, has runners both in and out, going to run himself instead. Controlled now by Max Cook. Sean Trainer on it. Trainer's going to look to attack. Cuts in on his right foot. Around one, around two. Ball stood up towards the back post. Caught by Huntsman.
Yeah, another great opportunity there for the Jumbos. Jumbos have not been making many mistakes so far. I honestly, I would say that possession's been around 70% so far for the Jumbos this game.
Zuletta's going to look to spring something for Salem State. Swung wide to Michael Flynn. Looking for runners. Has absolutely no one in front of him. Feigen comes all the way back to win that ball for the Jumbos.
And once again, that Jumbos defense standing strong.
Baragna going to drop it for Daly. Daly looking for a runner. Instead, is going to drop it off to Alex Wall.
Yeah, Vikings have had those opportunities and have had those sparks.
Max Clivio controlling it.
Let's see how they pick up the pace here.
Siegelstein looking to send something. That's going to stand that ball up, looking for Baragna. Cut out nicely by Patrick Folletti. Feigen almost has it. Baragna gets it out to Gherkin. Swung wide. Siegelstein cutting onto his right foot. Shot. Saved by Huntsman.
Yeah, great job by Siegelstein keeping that ball in there, not letting the defense sort of agitate him in that situation. Another opportunity for the Jumbos.
Yeah, for all the chances they had prior to that, that is the first shot on goal for the Jumbos. That ball up. Taylor Feinberg does a great job to win that ball. And Max Cook's going to win the next one. But it will fall to Salem State and Aaron O'Toole. Baragna tracking back. And they're going to come back, give that foul on Baragna.
Yeah, Jumbo's got to watch out there. Getting a little touchy.
Yeah, that's just kind of, you're a freshman, it's your first career start. You're a natural defender, and you're really ambitious to get that ball, and you just got a little too ambitious. But this is an area where, as you said, Felix, the Jumbos have looked to improve defensive set pieces. Swung in by Cole Hay towards the back post. Up four and out nicely by Clivio. Second ball won by the Jumbos. Baragna now. Ian Daly with it. Has the run of Gherkin, instead chooses to play it wide to Max Cook. Cook in space. Has two runners in front of him. Forced out for a jump. Oh, a Salem State throw is a great defensive play there by the forward Aaron O'Toole.
Yeah, O'Toole definitely getting aggressively on the ball, getting the ball out from Cook, and winning that play eventually. Great play by Salem State.
O'Toole flicks that one on to Brennan Davis. Brennan Davis turns against Clivio. Has no space, so he'll lay it off for Brennan Walsh. That one swung wide for Michael Flynn. Flynn's going to swing that ball in towards the post. Away by Clivio. Only as far as Jair Alvarez. Alvarez's shot wide of out his net.
Best opportunity for the Vikings so far. Definitely showing that spark. Seems like they're picking up the momentum now.
Yeah, Eric Lauda started that play up quickly. Maybe a little too quick for Taylor Feinberg, who was still tying his shoe. Desautel giving out instructions to the wingbacks, Gherkin and Daly, as the Jumbos will look to attack again. Switch, looking for Trainer. Trainer flicks that ball on, looking for the run of Max Cook, but Cook had dropped off, and that'll go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Trainer almost being double-teamed in that situation. Two defenders on him, making sure he can't get that open spot. They know he's a force to reckon with.
Yeah, and it was a great play he made there, that flick-on header. That was the exact run that Coach Desautel had been telling Max Cook to make. He had just cut it short, and if he makes that run, the Jumbos are in there. Ball sent up. Flicked on. Now Brendan Davis is on it. Looking to have a shot here for the Vikings. Davis being forced wide by Alex Wall, and Alex Wall just takes that ball off of him.
Yeah, Vikings had that space there. Jumbos with a great tackle. Lauda now trying to reset.
Yeah. Jumbos have looked really good in possession, really good defensively. The final third has left a little bit to be desired. Max Cook now going to cut in. A little bit of a loose touch. Siegelstein's though to collect. And able to force that out right in front of our cameras.
I'll say
where
the Jumbos have had the advantage so far is they've been communicating really, really well. Both from between the coaching staff and the players themselves. They've been passing. They've continued to pick up the pace, and that's why they've gained these opportunities so far.
Daly drops off to pick up the ball. He's going to look to switch that ball just around Taylor Feinberg to Siegelstein. Ball to Trainer with space. Oh, he had Cook, instead chose to turn. Laid off for Daly. Daly stands that one up, back post. 2 Jumbos up, pops to Siegelstein. Siegelstein's shot caught by Huntsman.
Yeah, Trainer there looking to sort of slow down the play a little bit, maybe reset, see if he could get that play off that right wing. Jumbo's just a little bit unlucky there in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Jumbo's very unlucky, though I would have loved to see Sean Trainer have that hit. He had the space.
Got to give credit to Huntsman, though. Amazing save in that situation.
Oh, yeah. And now the Jumbos, Ethan Feigen going to go chase and put some pressure on Dylan Senra. And now Baranya hard in to force that for a Jumbo's ball. He makes a run, hits off his back, unlucky there. Feinberg with space. Gets it to Max Cook, who can look to put a ball. Baranya calls for it, instead it gets switched to Daly.
Yeah, lots of great looks by Baranya here tonight.
Daly hits that one hard, just a little too hard for Liam Durkin, who tried to control that very nicely. Jumbo's going to make a couple subs here momentarily. It will be Daniel Yanez and Mason Schultz coming in for Gherkin and Ethan Feigen.
Yeah, super excited to see Daniel Yanez get some minutes here. He scored in the last game against Williams, his first career goal for the Jumbos. He's just a freshman from Short Hills, New Jersey. Excited to see what he's going to do here for the Jumbos tonight.
Yeah, in that Williams game and in the Amherst game, he was the best Jumbo at really bringing the ball through the midfield. Also coming into the game at the next stoppage is crowd favorite Wu Vin Shin.
I always love to see Wu Vin Shin on the field. Crowd's going to get rowdy when he comes on.
But we are going to have a stoppage of time momentarily. Unclear as to the provenance of said stoppage. It looks as if there might be an injured Viking on the field. Oh, we are being told that a Viking is fixing his contact, so we're going to stop the clock momentarily. That'll give us a chance to introduce the wonderful members of our crew. Felix, alongside me, we got Jordan Burke, we got Ryan up in the camera booth, and we got Miguel working the Zoom cam along the sidelines.
Yeah, 2 newcomers on the cam here tonight. Always looking for members to join JumboCast, join our crew, get started. Be sure to follow our social medias as well.
Absolutely. James Melly's ball is cut out nicely there by Feinberg. Second ball bouncing around. Davis fighting for it. Pops to Davis, and a great header there by Alex Wall away. Being doubled, though, and Brendan Davis getting control for Salem State. Vikings now with a bit of possession in Jumbo territory. Oh, but a little bit of loose touch, and the Jumbos can look to go. Siegelstein has runners. Going to play that one in space for Sean Trainer. Just a little bit overhit. Jumbo's pressing hard, though. And that'll go out for a Jumbo's throw, and now we will get those subs.
Yeah, we're also seeing Mason Schultz come onto the field here, the freshman. Excited to see him get some minutes. Definitely a star, both on the field and off the field. Fun fact, he received achievements in AP Excellence as a high schooler at Rivers School.
I did not know that. That is something. Rivers School, so he's another one of the local kids the Jumbos have recruited. Jumbo's really recruiting from everywhere. They have people like Max Clivio from Jamaica, and then they have people like Luke Randolph and Mason Schultz, who are from 10 minutes away. Speaking of people who are from 10 minutes away, Felix, you got a little story on that, don't you?
Well, absolutely. We do have the star from Salem State, Felipe D'Souza from Medford, Massachusetts, homecoming here tonight. Haven't seen much action from him so far in this game, but definitely a force to be reckoned with. He's had 17 shots, and 8 of which have been on goal this year. No goals so far, but the Vikings have had very limited
Giannis
goal
with the
action.
turn. Just missed Baranya.
But excited to see him on the field tonight, and I'm sure his parents are out here as well.
Shin to Max Cook. Cook, Giannis now. Giannis being doubled. All the way back, Max Clivio will control. Going to open it up for Alex Wall.
Jumbo seemed to be slowing down the pace a little.
Yeah, I think they want to get the subs kind of up to the speed of this game really quickly.
Absolutely.
Great turn there by Siegelstein, trying to get to the byline. Can't keep it in, though. That ball bounces, controlled here by Woo Vin Shin.
Yeah, Shin really a player that always, when he gets it, seems to control it, the long passes.
Max Cook here. Now Giannis on it. Giannis has options, instead lays it off for Woo Vin Shin. Shin with 2 runners. Giannis now. Schultz with it. Schultz looking to have a hit. Can't get it onto his foot. Laid off for Ian Daly. Daly wants Schultz to make a run. Fakes the pass. Cuts inside onto his left foot. Good defense there by that wing by Dylan Senra. Wall with it. That one stood up over the head of the keeper and just caught by Hansman, who had to retreat, avoid the post, and keep himself in bounds there.
Yeah, great boot there by the Jumbos. Another fantastic opportunity. Huntsman with the amazing save. Now seems like the Vikings are going to make a few changes. Speaking of Felipe D'Souza, we're going to see some action from him tonight. I'm sure all of Medford will be smiling when the hometown hero comes onto the field.
Great touch, great dribble move there by, that was Aaron O'Toole. Now the Jumbo's going to press hard with Baranya pressing Huntsman, who does not get that ball very far out. And the Jumbos are going to be able to knock that ball down nicely. But it'll pop to Salem State. Space here for Zuleta. Zuleta's going to try and chip that over Sean Trainer. Trainer having none of it. Who gets the ball, goes around the defender, but just can't get that last touch that would have put him through.
Phenomenal action there by Trainer. Defense a little too strong.
Alvarez with a good ball. That'll be controlled nicely there by Brendan Walsh. O'Toole going to look to switch the field. Over the head of Schultz. Controlled on the far side by Brendan Walsh. Now Zuleta. Alvarez lays it off nicely. The Vikings just look to have it. Baranya gets the ball for the Jumbos. Jumbos have runners. Trainer on it. Lays it off for Giannis.
Trainer really moving far back there for that defensive play, but quickly running back to the start.
Jumbos lose it again in the midfield, as Salem State doing a really good job defensively. Along the wing. Salem State with a little bit of possession here in their own half. Jair Alvarez going to look to switch it. Trainer's going to go chase.
Vikings really slowing down the ball here, focusing on control, passing back and forth. This is a great play here for the Vikings.
Absolutely. Alvarez once again on it. Anthony Bangdia going to come in for the Jumbos, the next sub. Controlled here by Ian Daly. Woo Vin Shin on it in the midfield. Jumbos can have runners if they choose. Looks as if they're going to build up a little more slowly. Shin has Cook to his left. Now we'll play him. Ball down the line, looking for Mateo Baranya. Turns, squares up against the defender. No one running, so he'll lay it off for Woo Vin Shin.
Yeah, Cook was there wide open, but couldn't seem to have been found.
Alex Wall on it. Swung wide to Daly.
Let's see if Daly takes it himself here.
Woo Vin Shin. Great ball here for Giannis. Giannis turns, lays it off for Siegelstein. Siegelstein had space, instead back to Shin. Wide to Max Cook on the left wing. Fakes the cross, now gets to the byline. Ball hit hard and low. Crichter on just wide.
Yeah, cross was definitely critical play there. Once again, opportunity here for the Jumbos. Just barely missing that player.
Yeah, I
over
think
there in
it
the
was,
backfield.
I believe it was Mason Schultz who got that flick that just could not be directed on target. Baranya going to get a little bit of a rest here, Anthony Bangdia, the sophomore, the really speedy sophomore, is going to get into the game for the first time today.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see Baranya here on the field tonight. He's going to pick up the pace for sure, see if they can get some quick actions, maybe pass the ball over to Trainer up in front.
D'Souza gets pushed. No call. Jumbo's going the other way.
I mean, it's critical for Baranya to get some rest as well. Just a freshman. I mean, playing in these college games can be exhausting.
I know I couldn't do it, Felix.
I couldn't either, Riley.
That's why we're here. We can't play D3 soccer. These guys can't. Bangdia in behind the net, looking to cross that ball in. Caught by Hansman as Siegelstein was 2 steps from finishing that.
Yeah, Hansman there with the fast action, getting the grab, ensuring that the Jumbo's play is over.
Absolutely. Trainer going to come up and pressure Huntsman. That one is booted, but right to Ian Daly. That one skirts off of Daly. Daly, proving why he was first team All-NESCAC last year and making a run at Augie Jirjai's NESCAC Player of the Year award so far this season. Luke Randolph going to come in for Sean Trainer at the next whistle. Alex Wall goes up, wins that ball to Giannis. Giannis with a great touch around a defender. Lays it off for Cook. Ball to Siegelstein. Siegelstein in acres of space.
Jumbo's
has runners in front of him.
Up in the pace
Siegelstein
now.
cuts onto his right foot, taken off of him there by Zuleta.
What a defensive play by the Vikings.
Vikings continuing to possess this ball. Jumbo's with a bit of a high press coming now, as they are trying to force the Vikings into making a mistake with a pass. Going to chase his Trainer. Loose touch controlled by Melly. That one under hit O'Toole, but Max Cook cannot control it. That one is skied, heading towards the sideline. Max Clivio wins it for the Jumbos. Back to Wall.
It was almost 3 against
Wall being
Wall
pressed. Back to Eric Lauda. Lauda with 2 on him, gets it to Ian Daly, and the Jumbos look to build up the right flank.
Jumbo's now taking it back the other way. Great way to get out of that dangerous
Moving Shin
situation.
gets around the defender who had a high press. Cook now. Back to Shin. Giannis making a run. That one hit a little too low. Cut out. D'Souza lays it off nicely for Walsh. And that one will be played to O'Toole, and now the Vikings can look to counter. Has D'Souza in front of him. Daniel Giannis just comes back, says, I don't think so, and takes that ball for the Jumbos.
Great tackle there, an interception by Yanez.
Now he'll play that one down the line. Bangdia's going to try and run onto it.
Speed from Bagdania.
Bangdio turns and wins a Jumbo's throw. Randolph coming into the game for the Jumbos, and into the game for the Vikings will be Gabriel da Silva. And it looks as if the Jumbos are going to try and run a second sub, but they will not be able to on this run. Have to wait for the next one. Throw-in taken short. Controlled in the corner. Ball swung in towards the back post. Giannis up for it. Able to head it straight up. Second ball flicking around, bouncing to Giannis, controlled. In the box, Bangdia trying to get it down. Still bouncing. Jumbo goes down, ref says no call. Vikings going the other way.
What an aggressive play by the Jumbos there. It was just a mob of players in that situation, really fighting for the ball.
Clivio to Shin. Now Giannis. Wide to Ian Daly. Daly with some fancy footwork. Crossed in with his left foot. Away by Colhay. Only as far as Shin. Giannis now. That one swung in towards the back post. Up for that. Flicked on. Away. Max Cook with it. That one stood up towards the back post. Up forward is Gherkin. Bouncing around. Still in the box. Shot! Saved by Huntsman. How did he get to that one?
What a save by Huntsman in that situation. Really diving for the ball there.
Jumbos, it looks as if the introduction of Randolph, Schultz, Bangdia, and Yanez has really lit a spark in terms of this offense.
Yeah, these younger players showing.
Daly on it. Going to switch it quickly to Max Cook. Jumbos have space on this left wing if they decide to use it. Randolph in space. Instead played nicely to Siegelstein.
Shout out to the freshmen tonight. They've had the most opportunities so far.
Shin. Cook now. Going to look to put a ball in. That one a little bit overhit towards the back post. Jumbos making a run, and it is out of play.
Big boot there by Cook.
James Gunn going to come in for the Jumbos, replacing Zach Siegelstein. 2 subs for the Vikings. Entering the game will be Hudan, and I believe it'll be Gabriel da Silva also entering the game.
Yeah, it seemed like Cook was trying to find Bagdia there in that situation. Just got a little unlucky with that curve. Just slightly too high.
Huntsman now. That one stood up, bouncing. First one, almost won by Gunn. It will be controlled by Giannis nicely into space. He'll lay it off for Ian Daly. Back to Wall. Jumbo's trying to possess, being pressed hard by D'Souza. Clivio now. Desitel telling James Gunn to get further up the field. Giannis going to take the ball up for the Jumbos.
You got Gunn, Randolph, and Giannis on the field at the same time. 3 freshmen.
And Schultz.
Playing incredibly. 4 freshmen.
That ball whipped across. Just wide out for a Jumbos, I believe, a corner, the first of the night.
All 4 showing that they have that speed. They're able to pick up that pace. They're able to move that ball into the pocket.
First corner of the night for either side will be taken by Max Cook.
Yeah, Cook's got that big leg. I'll see if he can get it into the corner. Seems like.
Yeah, definitely looking for an in-swinger here with the lefty taking it from that right flag.
Keep an eye out on Daly, who's sort of been situated over in the middle.
That ball swung in towards the back post. Jumbos go up for it, and that's in the back of the net. That is in the back of the net. Max Clivio's claiming that one. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Clivio, it was my mistake. I was talking about Clivio in that situation. He's tall. He has the height. He has that opportunity to get up, and that's what he did in that situation, and it gave the Jumbos the advantage, and it gave them the goal. Phenomenal goal by Clivio.
Max Clivio makes it 1-0. It took 35 minutes, but the Jumbos got the goal they have so richly deserved here. And the 2 Maxes connect for the first goal of the Jumbos evening.
Yeah, big boot off the corner by Cook there into the center of the box where Clivio was standing ready to go. He's a tall guy. He can get that height, and he caught the ball at the right time.
Owen Denby coming in for Schultz, and he is immediately pressing high as the Jumbos look for more goals right now.
Yeah, Denby just a sophomore, but one of the more aggressive players on the field. Always fun to see him when he comes on.
Well, are there really any non-fun players on this Jumbos team? They all bring energy and excitement.
Absolutely. This is a fast-paced team here for the Jumbos.
Controlled by Luckner in there, but taken by Daniel Yanez.
Once again, the pace here from Yanez.
Randolph now. Wide for, I believe that's Gherkin. Swung in towards the back post, away by Hay. Shin goes and blocks it. It'll spin to Yanez.
Yeah, big boot from Gherkin there, trying to find Randolph.
James Gunn on it.
Seems like Cole Hay just got in the middle there. Was able to kick that ball out. Hay's been standing strong all night. Been seeing a lot of defensive plays from him.
Absolutely. Clivio, fresh off the goals, now going to look to put a ball in. That one stood up a little bit too far, but it pops free. That one swung out. Alex Wall with a good step.
And we're seeing Daly move further up to the front, trying to get some action here for him after really keeping in the back front. Seems like the Jumbos are really going on the aggressive here. Trying to score and use this momentum.
And now Salem State is going to look to send. Have D'Souza in front. Instead, that ball is hit behind the runner of Houdan.
Vikings trying to break off this momentum, picking up the pace of their own. Here's Yanez, though.
What a ball there to James Gunn.
Yeah, they've been showing some chemistry there. They've been working together well. I think it's just that freshman class. They know each other well. They've been able to play together well. And it's really showing a great sign here for the Jumbos.
Yanez now picking up again, looking for runners. 1-2 there with another freshman, Luke Randolph.
Yeah, Randolph, Yanez, another duo there.
Bangdia now. He's going to turn and face goal. Laid off beautifully to Max Cook. Back to Yanez now. Open to Shin. Shin with space. Going to have a hit. Just too much on that one as it knuckled just over the bar.
Yeah, Shin just took it himself. That's what you should do in that situation. Seems like no man was open because, well, this Vikings defense has been playing strong man defense here tonight.
Absolutely. This Vikings defense, they came in averaging over a goal a game. They're playing against one of the most lethal attacks in all of D3, a team they gave 5 goals up to last year, and they've only given up 1 so far. They have to be very happy with their defensive effort. Clivio A little bit behind Max Cook, who has to retreat to get it. Shin calling for the ball. Instead, it's going to go to Wall. Jumbo's going to build up that right side. Owen Denby drops for it. Ball here to Daniel Yanis.
Yeah, Denby with the reset over to Yanis. Yanis.
Again, now plays that ball just behind Max Cook. Pops to Randolph. Back to Max Cook. Max Cook can try and keep that ball in. Slides, cannot keep it in.
Yeah, Cook once again with that big leg. He's really going to try and get that pass over into the box. Find some players over there. Just slid, missed the ball a little bit in that situation, though.
Alex Islateo going to come in for the Vikings at this substitution, it looks like. Replacing the senior George Giulietta. Giulieta's looked good so far, but it'll be interesting to see how this underclassman Islateo gets on in the big stage here at Bella. That one is stood up. Giannis fighting for it and wins it over the taller defender. And that second ball nearly cut out. Instead, it'll be taken by the Vikings. D'Souza with a nice touch, but is given away to Woo Vin Shin. And now Ian Daly on it. Chipped up to Shin. Has runners.
Yeah, since that goal, we've seen a completely new Jumbo's fast.
That ball played looking for Randolph, cut out. And then a bad giveaway there, and D'Souza can turn and run.
Yeah, here's the opportunity that the Vikings have been looking for. Trying to get there with that big boot, but Jumbo's defense ready to go. Although here's the interception. Let's see what the Vikings
D'Souza
can do.
on it again. Great move. Drops the defender. Going to have a hit here. Blocked out there by Alex Wall.
Yeah, D'Souza has a big leg. He's able to make those shots. I understand why he took it in that opportunity.
Huckner now wide. Going to look to send this ball in. Cutting one-on-one against Denby, and that's going to go up for a corner. It's a throw. The Salem State coaching staff wanting a corner. Yelling at Cole Hay to get up. He's just telling them they called it a throw. Throw comes in, chested down. D'Souza now gets a free kick for the Vikings right on the end line. It's basically a corner, and now this allows Salem State to bring the big boys into the box.
Yeah, let's see what the Vikings can do here in this situation. Keep an eye out on D'Souza as he moves forward into the box.
I don't know about him. I have my eye on Cole Hay, who is at least 3 inches taller than anyone else in that box.
Well, and Hay's that defender. He's a big guy. He's able to push out of the box, push the defenders away, and he understands the defense in this situation. Let's see if he can get his head to the ball here.
Outswinging ball whipped in low, looking for a runner, did not get anywhere.
Yeah, interesting.
And then Shin gets that ball further out as D'Souza tried to keep it back in. Jumbos can now press.
Interesting that they went for that low ball option there. But Jumbos do have some tall players. I feel like the Jumbos might have had the height advantage in that situation.
Great footwork there by the Jumbos, and now it'll be taken with space by Cook. Has Randolph wide, instead plays Giannis middle. Giannis tries to play that through ball. Randolph trying to get on the end of it. Does. Ball swing across. Step by Hay to get that one clear.
Phenomenal pass there to Randolph. There just didn't seem to be a Jumbo
Gone
in the
down
box.
to Shin, flinked on. Second ball. Fought for in the midfield, won by Woo Vin Shin. Hayes able to get it wide to Hudan, who will have space. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hudan being chased hard by Owen Denby. And now will be taken by Yanez.
Great interception there by Cook.
Alex Wall on it. Felix, if you were coach Kyle Desatel, 4 minutes to go, but imagine you're going into halftime, it's still 1-0. What's the message to this team?
Push for the momentum, use the momentum, keep the speed up. That's what's been working for the Jumbo so far.
Now, that's a good question. I have one that's a little more thought-provoking. Do you start the second half with the same unit that's out there right now?
I feel like you bring...
Bagdia with a shot just wide as he nearly hit a bike.
What an opportunity there from Bagdia. I was going to say, I think you put some of the starters back in the lineup, maybe pull some of the freshmen back out, give them some time to rest. They've been playing a lot of minutes so far. They might be getting exhausted here and there, and they're the ones that have really been keeping up the pace, which you want to see when you want to push for more momentum later on. They're going to get the break over the half. Let's see what Desatel can do when he uses that.
Absolutely. Great flick on there by Randolph. Or not Randolph, excuse me. That was Ian Daly, who's now playing as an attacker.
Yeah, Daly, as I mentioned before, has just moved up to the front. He's the one with the leg. He's the one who can score the goals. He's scored 4 so far this year, and Coach Desautels recognizes that if you're pushed in this situation where you really got 3 minutes left on the clock, you got a good defensive back, you understand that you can put Daly up in front in some situations.
Absolutely. Bouncing here. And getting all the way back is Randolph, and that one is going to square right over our heads and go into the neighboring street.
I got a little scared in that situation there. Luckily, we got a tent over our heads.
Yeah,
here.
it's like foul balls at Fenway. It'll never hit you until it does. Spoiler alert, it will. And you got to be aware. Headed nicely away by Cook.
Vikings got to push here fast. They don't have much time left.
Yeah, that is true. They do not have much time left in this first half. Though I don't know how upset they would necessarily be going into the half down 1.
No, it's been a great game on both sides of the ball. Absolutely. The Vikings have been playing phenomenally on defense. Jumbos have had a lot of great opportunities here, but the Vikings being able to get those balls back out.
Ooh, nearly taken by Bangdia, who had a great turn. But the ref going to bring that back for a little bit of a hold prior. And that'll allow Salem State to take a free kick and maybe kill off most of this half, allowing them the last chance.
Yeah, Baggia is showing that he's been doing his stretches. He's been practicing his gymnastics. He's been doing a lot of interesting movements here today.
That one is swung in hard by Hay towards the back post. Souza up for it. Cleared away. Houdan now. Now controlled top of the box. And now the Jumbos come away with it. Bangdia has runners. Randolph making a run down the left wing. Bangdia picks it up. That one cut out. Taken there by Daly, but is swept away with a last-ditch defending by Houdan.
Yeah, Randolph and Daly showing off their speed, showing that they can get to the ball, but pushed out by the Vikings.
Yana is going to come back and pick it up. Draws the defender in, goes right by him. Laid off to Randolph. Now Yana's on it again. 1 minute to go here. James Gunn with space. Turns, lays it off for Giannis. Gonna make a run, lay it off, 1-2 with Shin. Giannis now. Oh, just missed having a wide open Randolph as the defender cut that pass out the last sec.
Yeah, Randolph just a little too far back there in that situation.
Salem State gonna make a run here as they have 2 runners. That ball flicked on. D'Souza in behind 2 defenders. 1 man to beat, gets to the byline. Turns the defender against Demby. Looks to put that ball across. Cut out there by Feinberg. To the top of the box. Laid off. Fakes around, gets a step. That ball wide to Houdan. Houdan going to look to have a hit. 2 defenders now. And Houdan forced out for a goal kick as the Salem State coaching staff is excruciatingly mad about their inability to pull the trigger there.
Yeah, the Vikings absolutely, they just slowed down the play there. They had the momentum in that situation. They had the pace. They could keep it up. But they really just slowed down the ball. They were focusing on passing, seeing if someone could get into the box. In those situations, you just got to take the shot.
And that will be the first half here at Bello Field. Halftime score, Jumbos 1, Vikings 0. Felix, the Jumbos are up on the scoreboard, but is it unrealistic to say the Vikings might be the happier team right now?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings are happy going into this half. They've been showing their momentum, especially getting closer towards the end of that first half. I'll be interested to see what coach has to say over the half, see if they can pick up that pace a little bit more. That's really what they've been missing, that punch and gun, just getting the ball up in the front, getting into the box, and finally hitting that goal line. We'll see what they can do in the second half.
The youth movement has arrived here tonight at Bello. Come to see what more they have to offer in the second half. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half live from Bello.
You're so hypnotic, magical. so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Welcome back to Bellow Field here for this matchup of the Tufts Jumbos against the Salem State Vikings. Once again, my name is Felix Bhattacharya, now joined by a freshman commentator training here on JumboCast for the first time. Pleased to welcome Taimur Aftani here to the table. Excuse me for the mispronunciation.
It's all right,
there.
it's all right, man. No worries. No worries.
Taimur, what have you seen so far in this game?
It's difficult to tell whether, I think Salem State Vikings might see the scoreline as fitting, or flattering in their case. But the Jumbos, on the other hand, have only scored one goal. But in reality, despite all the possession, have not created that many chances going forward. And this game is still wide up for grabs.
Absolutely, and this game has really been a game of the freshmen picking up the pace, playing into the pocket. Yanez having a big role, Bagania having a big role as well. Exciting game, Jumbo's leading 1-0.
If you could tell in the first half, it's clearly evident that the Vikings are clearly comfortable absorbing as much pressure as possible, not too concerned about the possession. A chance like this is a golden one from a set piece. Whipped into the box, comfortably cleared. Jumbo step through Feigen. Sent back into the box. Cleared. Brought down by Yanez.
Yeah, Yanez really getting that ball back centered, restarting the game here for the Jumbos.
An instrumental player for the Jumbos this half.
Interested that most of the players that ended the first half are back on the field here for the second.
Well, the old saying proves true. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Clivio on the ball now. The Vikings resume their rather odd style of pressing, leaving the lone striker cutting out the two center halves. I guess they're very intent on forcing the Jumbos forward. Here they are in possession.
They really want to get into the pocket there. They really want
Michael
to
Flynn down the line to Brandon Davis, the lone striker, whipped into the box. Wall comes over and clears it.
Organize it! Face the ball!
Corner opportunity here for the Vikings. Let's see how they cap. I believe it's a throw-in, actually. Let's see what the Vikings can do here in that press. If they're going to push some players into the box. Kind of have a rough angle here. Can't really see what's happening.
Whipped into the box again. Wall clears. Finds Yanez. Resets to the very versatile fullback, which is Max Cook. Can play anywhere across the midfield three, anywhere across the back four. Another instrumental player for the Jumbos. Margagna wins it.
What?
This is a golden opportunity. What a save that is. Cleared.
What a tackle there by Baranya, getting the ball out and pushing it there. Fantastic shot on goal there. Golden opportunity for the Jumbos.
Cole Hay escapes one. A loose touch picked up by Mateo Bargagna.
You have to give it to Matt Huntsman there on that play. Saving that ball off one of the best opportunities for the Jumbos all night.
I would say the clearest cut opportunity the entire game's seen so far. Yanez. Referee gives a foul.
Yeah, clear foul there for the Jumbos.
Another opportunity for the Vikings to launch into the box. Headed clear by Max Cook for what I believe is the Salem State Vikings' first corner of the match.
Let's see how the Vikings can capitalize on this corner opportunity. A lot of them moving over to the right side. I expect them really to push up into the middle. Last time we saw a low corner. Let's see if we're going to have a higher ball in this situation.
Whipped in.
Great save there by Lauda. Amazing move there. Jumping up, using his height, capitalizing on that opportunity, and stopping that play for the Vikings, which was a golden chance there for them.
Clivio now on the ball. Wall. Jumbos bring it forward now. Wall back to Clivio. Clivio. Down the line to Daly, who cuts inside. Max Cook, pardon me. Clivio now on the ball. Diagonal. Daly intercepted by the Vikings.
Yeah, big boot there by Daly. Clivio, my apologies. Clivio seems he's going to get the ball back now. Pass it to Lauda to reset.
The Jumbos will attempt to go again. Daniel Yanez switches it wide. Moving Shin leaves it. Here you guys are on the ball.
Yeah, Jumbo's really slowing down the pace here, passing back and forth. Going to see if they can push into that momentum. But if you look over to the other side, you only see sort of that wave of orange. The Vikings really looking for that opportunity. Wow, what a save by Huntsman there.
Again, Jumbo's being forced to go long through the rather deep back line of the Vikings.
Huntsman absolutely being the best player in the game so far. Potentially from both teams, honestly. We haven't seen much action from Lauda. But Huntsman's had about 4 or 5 golden saves that have really kept the Vikings still in this game and out of dangerous territory.
Here's Feigen. Slipping the trainer. Oh. The Jumbo's not too pleased with that call from the linesman. A loose ball.
Yeah, it seems to be ruled off sides. It happens. Trainer just had to watch out a little bit more.
Yanez beat down the line.
Great opportunity to get open.
Great
there.
interception. Well recovered from Ian Daly. Dale's down the line. Intercepted again. Still in play. Daly. Trainer. Never mind. Won by the Vikings.
Yeah, Daly now staying more in the back. Earlier on, we saw him pushing back up to the front. Great boot by Daly there.
Gherkin dancing into the box. Could be a penalty. No.
No call there. Seemed to be all on ball. Great tackle there by the Vikings.
Yanez recovers it. Into the middle to Borgagna. The dancing feet of the freshman. Whipped into this.
What an opportunity there by Gherkin. No one seemed to be in the box, though.
Sent long again by the Vikings. Intercepted by Clivio. Back out to Max Cook. Jumbo suffocating the Vikings with consistent pressure.
Yeah, Cook has been one of those players that has really slowed down the pace, has kept those big balls, long balls here. Once again, one of those opportunities, too.
The second half picks up where the first half left off. Vikings again comfortable conceding pressure. Whipped into the box again, stunning ball. Trainer couldn't connect with it.
Let's see how the Vikings are going to reset on this opportunity here. They've been playing a little bit slower this half. We saw a bit of momentum from them towards the end.
Gherkin now. Breaking free from one tackle. Finds Feigen in the middle. Miscommunication. Clivio gets a head on it. Retreat from Wu Shin. Out finds Yanez. Time to turn. Trainer 1-2 with Yanez. Swings it wide to Cook now. Jumbo's having all of the ball this second half. Cook. Stonewall tackle.
Wow, what an opportunity for the Jumbos.
Feigen finds Clivio. Has a crack.
Clivio, that ball seemed to be going nowhere. All right, I want to thank Tamar here for jumping on the mic with me. We're going to get Riley back on the play here. Looking forward to having Tamar on the mic here this year, into the season, and for the next 3 years. Riley, glad to have you back, though.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure to watch Tamar do this for the first time. Did a great job. Really great to see the next generation of Jumbos, both on the field and behind the mic, behind the scenes, really making JumboCast possible. what we do here is unique, and it's great that we get to keep this going for future generations.
And if you're interested in joining JumboCast yourself or have a son or daughter that might be interested in joining JumboCast, be sure to follow our Instagram at JumboCast or come to our meetings Monday from 9 to 10 p.m. in Olin.
Giannis wide to Ian Daly. Ian Daly has Gherkin make an overlap run, stands that ball up, flicked on. Fighting for his Baranya, he's offsides.
Yeah, Jumbos have been getting unlucky with those offside calls there. It's just something that you always got to watch out for on the side.
Yeah, Jumbo's getting ready to make 2 subs. It looks as if, or only 1 sub, excuse me. It looks as if Mikey Brady will be coming in for his first appearance today. No? Excuse me, I got the number wrong there. That is my bad. That's Ben Werner coming in. A sophomore from Acton, Mass. Another local kid. Ben Werner, great player. Got some time in the NCAA tournament games last year. Baranya making a run. He is in behind the defender, gets taken down. Ref says no call. Bench cannot believe it.
Yeah, I didn't see much action there, honestly. I thought it was more ball. I think good call from the ref in that situation.
See, I have to disagree with you, Felix, mainly because I don't feel the defender made any attempt to play the ball. And that one is a foul called against Salem State. I don't know where that one was.
Oh, let's see. There's a little disagreement there on the field, but we'll see. Jumbo's sort of slowing down, see if they can reorganize and set up a play in this situation. Trainer seems to be a little confused here.
Animated, I believe.
Animated is the word I was looking for, but now moving into the box.
For sure.
And
you know the referees are doing a great job when both benches are mad.
well, you see both Daly and Trainer lining up here. I think Jumbos are really looking to capitalize here on this opportunity.
It'll be the freshman, though, Giannis, to take the free kick.
And Giannis has been playing phenomenal all day long. I mean, he's been having those long balls. Let's see if he can get the high kick in here. It might be a pass, honestly.
I think he might have a hit.
From Giannis.
I think he might have a hit. Has shin short if he wants it. Now the defense is going to come cut that off. Giannis.
I'm looking at Clevio there up in
over
the
the wall,
corner.
up
He's
and
gonna
down,
go
just
direct.
wide.
Great boot there from Giannis, however.
Yeah, and it looks as if the Jumbos are not going to be able to be, or now they're going to be able to sub. As Sean Trainer, yeah, as you were right, a little bit confused. Ben Werner going to come in. As I did get it right this time, it is Ben Werner into the game. Ben Werner from Acton, Massachusetts. I had the pleasure or misfortune of trying to defend Ben Werner in high school, and it didn't go very well because he's just that fast, that skilled.
Well, Trainer's been in the game quite a bit. We saw a little bit of action from him tonight. Let's see if Werner can pick up the pace, get a few opportunities.
That ball bouncing along the far side. Werner immediately chasing, and now Baranya's going to chase.
Yeah,
Now Werner with the high press. Jumbo's pressing hard, and Giannis comes in hard, gets ball.
Giannis absolutely, I believe, has been the man of the match so far for the Jumbos. He's been
Without
doing
a doubt.
lot.
Without a doubt. And you could have said that in the Williams and the Amherst games, too.
Absolutely.
He is quickly becoming the leader of this Jumbos team, at least in terms of importance. As the high press is on. Baranya.
I don't know what the
Pressing
seniors
Cole
would have
Hay.
to say about that one.
They might be more important in terms of leadership, in terms of who's getting the Jumbos into scoring chances and who's making them get the ball back. No one is more important than Daniel Yanez right now. That one on the wing, swung in hard, just over Lauda, and that's going to be a corner.
Yeah, great opportunity. I don't know if Lauda got the hand on that one. Seems like the ref saw it, though, so we'll see a corner opportunity here from the Vikings.
Yeah, to me it looked as if Lauda pulled his hand back and then kind of got surprised when that thing hit off the crossbar. Corner here for the Vikings.
Yeah, once again, a lot of players there over on that left side. Let's see if they can pull right
That
side.
one
My
swung in
apologies.
over the head of everyone, headed back across, saved by Lauda.
Great opportunity there for
And
the
it
Vikings.
hits a hand, and that's going to be a penalty for Salem State. Jumbo's incredulous as that popped up, hit the hand of Ethan Feig, and nothing he can do about that. But Salem State's getting the penalty anyway.
Daly is livid in this situation, doesn't understand where that contact was. Salem State.
Well, I don't think you can argue the fact that there was contact.
Oh, no way. But
it
would
was
that
ball to
contact
hand
have
as
made
clear as day.
Would that contact have made a difference in the individual play?
I think it did, but you're not supposed to get called for a handball if it hits your hand. Like, if You can't do anything about it. That's not supposed to be what a handball is called. But here we are. And Salem State, for all the hype going in this game about how the Jumbos were going to win this one glowing away, has a chance to tie it with 30 minutes to go. Zuleta against Lauda. Saved by Eric Lauda! Great! He did it again! And then it's put in on the rebound by Walsh. And we are even here at Bello.
Well, great attention there from the Vikings, noticing the rebound, knowing the play isn't over, going back into the corner and booting that one in. Lauda naturally is mad about that situation, doesn't really understand what happened there, but the Vikings sure should be happy. Well-deserved goal, honestly. High momentum so far in this situation, and this game has just gotten way more exciting.
Absolutely. Though, if you're Eric Lauda, you got to be furious with your defense. You just made the save where you're not even expected to. You got to have the defense keep the runners out off that rebound.
You can't expect Lauda to get back immediately in that situation. He just went for the dive. He's down on the floor. You got to have the defense push back into the middle. Everyone seemed to be confused as to what was going on, and the Vikings capitalized on that opportunity.
Giannis
and they
on
scored.
Giannis gets around the defender, looks to have a hit. That one's curled, and in! Daniel Giannis with a banger, and the Jumbos are right back in front.
What a goal by Giannis there in the situation, turning that momentum around that the Vikings had just gained. They thought the game was tied, but there we go. The freshman Giannis coming into the corner and scoring his second career goal for the Jumbos.
I told you he was important, Felix.
He is a force to be reckoned with.
Daniel Yanez says, watch this, and just unleashes.
John, when we get fouled defending a corner, call foul. John, don't ref what you think the final score is going to be. We got fouled on that last.
Kyle Desitel's got to be careful here. The ref's coming over to talk to him. He might get a card here.
Seems like it's going to be more of a conversation. A little bit of a scoreboard problem here as well.
Desitel is in a very much argument with the referee. One, he's not going to win because the goal has already been given, and the Jumbos have now scored again.
Well, see, the Vikings got to be careful in this situation now. They really have the momentum pushed to their side, and then the Jumbos capitalized off of that opportunity. Daniel Yanez really coming up the middle, noticing the defenders. He got cleared, he opened up, and he took the shot when he saw one. Now the Vikings got to watch out. They got to keep the momentum high. They got to keep the pace high and not take that goal to heart. They got to recognize they were just tied a few seconds ago.
We apologize. There's a bit of technical difficulties here at Bello as the scoreboard is not working right now.
It seems to be showing 2-0 right now, but ladies and gentlemen,
our score is correct.
2-1.
Jumbos and it seems the Vikings, everyone's just content to catch their breath after 2 goals in about the span of 30 seconds.
Daly moving back into that backfield, sort of playing that role of slowing down the pace. I mean, he's the one with the biggest leg on the team.
Absolutely.
Woven Shin's still on the field. Interested in seeing him there. He's been one that really has slowed down the pace, which has been important to the Jumbos and critical. Giannis really capitalized off of that opportunity. It wasn't a fast-paced play. He saw the gap, he took it, and he scored that goal.
Absolutely. Daniel Yanez now on it. Switched beautifully to Wall, who has space. Stood up, looking for runners. Hay away. Just past the feet of Mikey Brady, Van Werner. It's the second time I've done that. The goal scorer, Flynn, trying to send that one line, and he's got a runner. That is Brennan Davis. Over to Chase's Clivio. Clivio forces it out for a throw.
Yeah, Clivio slowing down that play. Great defensive play there. Vikings got to see what they can do here. Maybe force another corner. That's how they scored on the last play.
Neither coaching staff particularly happy with the scoreboard facilities here at Bello as it cannot get the score right. So we will update you of the score. Our score is correct, just to confirm. It is 2-1 Tufts. It was 1-0 about 5 minutes ago, and then absolute chaos just erupted at Bello.
We'll have to see. Maybe at the next natural stoppage point they'll try and reset the scoreboard. But we have been having quite a few scoreboard problems at Bello Field recently.
Yep. Swung wide on the left wing. That'll be taken by Ian Daly. That one looking for a runner.
big
Flicked around. Bounces. Werner just can't get onto it.
You see how Daly's moved back into the front. They recognize that they got to shoot a goal here in that situation.
Absolutely.
But Daly
Good step by Clivio.
Daly is almost playing ping pong. He's just walking back and forth, running to the backfield, up into the front. He's a natural runner. He has speed. He has versatility. He's taking those opportunities there.
Hard press here by Werner. Picks the pocket of the Salem State attacker. Gherkin to Werner. Into space for Henry Perkins. He's going to turn. Try and run. That one just behind Gherkin. Can't find Bangdia. And offside is going to be called against Salem State, as the Jumbos did a very good job of running their offside trap there.
Yeah, lots of changes incoming here for Salem State. A lot of fast forwards as well, and really going off that aggressive front. They want to pick up this momentum again.
Werner on the wing. One-on-one. Lays it off nicely for Daly. Daly across the box. No runner there.
Really? No
out
one
as far
in
as
the
Shin.
box.
Werner. Lays it off for Gherkin. Gherkin. 1v1. Going to look to put a ball in. Deflected away. Flynn on it. Has two in front of him. Good defense there by Ian Daly, who is absolutely everywhere right now. Gherkin has Daly outside of him. Going to run instead. Now lays it off. Daly on the touchline. Ball stood up. Out for a corner.
Yeah, look at Perkins in the box. He was trying to cut into there in the middle, trying to catch that high ball off of the corner, but
a lot of subs coming in as De Silva and D'Souza coming back in for the Vikings. Siegelstein going to replace Ben Werner, who had a very good shift for the Jumbos. Really kept the Jumbos' pressure up. After a bit of chaos, he helped the Jumbos kind of restore their natural spot in control of this game.
the Vikings are actually going to want these scores to come into the game now. People that can score goals, shoot goals score goals, shoot balls on goal. I'm sorry, I apologize there.
Corner whipped in high and a little too much on that. That's going to go out for a throw. A little bit too much in the legs of Max Cook on that one.
Yeah, definitely a new look here for the Jumbos from the start of the first half.
Gherkin on it. Wall with all sorts of day. Wall being urged to just slow it down, play the simple ball. Ian Daly's going to try and switch it to Wu Vin Shin, who gets a great touch there. Max Clivio's going to reset.
Yeah, we see this little triangle action here. Clivio, Shin, and Daly passing it back and forth, trying to get that ball. Daly pushing more further up into the front. See if he can get that touch. Come in from the wing. See if he can get any action in that situation.
Perkins has runners. Tries to go around two defenders. And barrels through a defender, and that's going to be a foul and a free kick going the other way. 25 minutes to go here at Bello. Quickly taken by the Vikings.
Vikings picking up the pace.
That ball for D'Souza. D'Souza gets bumped. Ref having none of it. D'Souza is down, and he is hurting.
Yeah, he kind of got lucky in that situation. It seemed like he was offside. It seems like they might get a free kick off of this.
I think the call was a throw.
A little bit of a debate as to if
the assistant referee and the head referee seemingly both saw contact against the Jumbos. And now there's going to be a free kick in a dangerous spot, and this is what the Jumbos cannot afford to do.
They can't afford this right now. Once again, as I mentioned before, they do have the height advantage, so I don't really expect to see a high ball here. Maybe a pass, get into a nice situation, and then one of those big kickers like D'Souza just taking a shot.
I don't know. If I was Salem State, the way things have been going and the way the refs have been very much the bane of Kyle Desautel's existence in the second half, I might kick a ball aiming for another Jumbo arm and hoping for another pen.
You got to remember that Lauda's a phenomenal goalkeeper in this situation. You can't really go direct onto the goal.
It would be ambitious to try. Ball whipped in, headed away. Only as far as the top of the box.
Yeah, great job
Shot,
keeping that in play.
Blocked away. Now the Jumbo's going to try and chase to that ball. Jumbo's going to get to that ball. Clivio.
Yeah, speed off
And
of
now the
Clivio
Jumbos have
there.
numbers. 2-on-1. Perkins. To Bangdia. And a great last-ditch defensive play by Cole Hay to prevent a one-on-none.
Yeah, amazing job by the Vikings there, picking up that speed, running back into the
And now here come the Vikings with Doku. And now that's going to be a foul on the Vikings and a Jumbo's free kick.
About 23 minutes here. Still a very competitive matchup, 2-1.
Yeah, I think this one is giving the Jumbo's coaching staff a lot more of a heart workout than they were anticipating going into this one. And especially with a tough schedule coming up, you really were hoping to be able to rest some players. But here come the Jumbos looking for that goal. Gherkin drops a defender. Lay it off for Max Cook. Now Gherkin again. Drops one defender. Cuts inside. Liam Gherkin drops another. Spin move. Gherkin to the byline. A little too much there. That'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, coming off of 3 road games, it was interesting to see sort of how the Jumbos were going to get back into the routine. I mean, despite some hard results on the road, Coach Desautels was absolutely proud of them. He wrote on Twitter a few days ago, 3 NESCAC road games in 6 days. Proud of how deep these guys dug into the week, and we will be much better for it moving forward. 4-point weekend on the road in the NESCAC against programs like this good this weekend, even if we wanted some more. So Desautels definitely happy with his boys, and that has been showing tonight. And that's why they're in the lead.
Jumbo's advantage, Daniel Yanis. That ball swung in looking for a runner. No one was there, and it'll be collected by Huntsman.
Yeah, we see Trainer getting ready to come back into the game now.
Trainer going to come in for Anthony Bangdia. Going to go right back up to his usual spot at the top of the offense. Now it looks like they're changing that. D'Souza's in behind, but a good step there by Max Cook, and he will just send that one into the stands. Salem State throw.
Yeah, Jumbos don't want to take too many risks here. They are in a dangerous situation. I mean, you definitely want to walk away from this game with a win, but ball possession's been 50-50 at this point.
Yeah, and that'll be I believe, a throw-in deep in Jumbo's territory for Salem State. And yeah, you said it. They want to come away with a win. It surely will not help rankings if you do not beat this Salem State team. Like, this is a game you are expected to win, and they got to hold on. That ball bouncing in the box over 2 defenders. Looked like it hit another hand. Ref says play on. Daly now. A little bit too much for Anthony Mangdia. That'll be controlled by James Melly for a throw.
About 20 minutes left here.
Jumbo's throw.
Matchup.
Henry Perkins going to come out. Trainer back in.
Yeah, excited to see if Trainer's going to get a little more aggressive now on these plays. He hasn't been getting many touches, hasn't had many opportunities, to be honest. I mean, we've seen the freshman really shine here today. But Trainer's always a force to be reckoned with, and if the ball comes his way, he's one that can always hit the net.
Yeah, I remember that NCAA tournament game against Conn College last year. I know you were there, Felix. The way Sean Trainer really turned what looked to be a runaway for Conn College into a nail-biter towards the end just on his own.
And Trainer is a player that can pick up the pace and get into those moments at any given time, no matter how he's been playing the rest of the game.
Actually, Daniel Yanis dropping deep to pick up the ball here. Now moving Shin on it. That one played down the line. Siegelstein. That ball in. Trainer lays it off beautifully. Daly's onside shot. Ball bouncing around.
Great job by the Vikings defenders ensuring that Gherkin can't get the touch on that ball.
Cook
there.
with a shot high.
High shot. Went through those. Seems like a field goal. Those are for rugby, I guess.
Yeah. Bellow Field is a multi-use field. Huntsman getting ready for another goal kick. He's getting pretty used to these.
But phenomenal game by Huntsman all night long.
He's the only reason this Salem State team is even in this game right now. Giannis on the ball again. Being triple teamed, still manages to get it to Max Cook. Shin with space at midfield. Gonna look to play that ball through. That one spins. That's gonna bounce weirdly. And it'll be shanked out of play for a Jumbo's, I believe, a corner. It will be a corner. Or no, they're gonna call it a throw. Thrown in to Shin. Shin fakes it. Now wide. Daly. That one under hit. Cut out. Salem State playing with it in their own end.
Great interception there.
Giannis on it. Max Cook now. A little bit of a loose touch. Was able to play it nicely. Good turn there by Bangdia. Bangdia being held. Bangdia still running. It was shot. Just wide.
And Bangdia has that speed. He has that mobility. He's able to get out of those corners. Great shot, honestly. Just a little bit unlucky that it was a little bit wide.
Yeah, but the ability to go from, as you said, back turned 25 yards from goal to a shot in about 2 seconds flat. Yeah, I think you might be right about the gymnastics thing, Felix. Good header there from Siegelstein. And now Sean Trainer's going to go chase. A little bit of a loose touch by Salem State. Trainer able to win it.
Yeah, Trainer's speed being the advantage there in that situation, really pushing it out. Let's see if the Jumbos can capitalize here.
Shin on it. Jumbos will cycle it wide to Max Cook. Bangdia, back to Cook. Moving Shin says, I have 20 yards of space, give me the ball, and he gets it.
Yeah, Shin having the opportunity here to reset everything.
Beautiful ball here. Max Cook just couldn't get it. Now, Shin. That one played through. Bouncing around. Siegelstein with a shot. Saved by Huntsman.
Once again, Huntsman, 5th save of the day. Amazing job from him. Absolutely the MVP on the Viking side of the ball.
Yeah, right now, this game, it's 2-1 on the scoreboard, but it's about 11v1 in terms of numbers. It is the 11 Jumbos against Huntsman. And other than the 2 goals, Huntsman is winning. That one slips out of play. It'll be a Jumbo's throw. 15 minutes to go here at Bello. Jumbos quickly take that throw. Daly looking for help. Has space. Now I'm going to switch the ball. That one a little bit under hit. And Max Cook baits the defender into winning a Jumbo's throw. That's just veteran leadership right there. He knew he couldn't get to that ball, but he knew that if he forced the defender to step, the defender would put it out of play. He's going to get a bit of a respite in a second. Gibson Campbell coming in for him. Oh, actually, he's changing that. Bang Deal will be coming out as the Jumbos look to be changing the formation a little bit here.
Yeah, they're going to want to go on that defensive front now, ensure that the Vikings really can't get those open looks.
Gherkin.
Campbell, a great defender, as we saw last year.
Daly swung in, back post, free runner, flicked over. Good run there by Bangdia, just couldn't get it on target.
Yeah, just no one there in the box, and he, tried to push out. Bangdia now going to come out, get a little bit of rest. I mean, he's that fast player, right? You need to take some breaks every once in a while. And I think Desatel just wants to slow the ball down on the Viking side. You know, they've been getting a lot of momentum. They've been getting those pushes, getting those corners, getting those throw-ins. If you have a veteran like Gibson Campbell who can, always get the ball back out, force it into the front, you got Trainer out there. I don't think Daly's still in the back. He can push up to the front, see those open looks, get those opportunities for the Jumbos, and capitalize on them.
Yeah, I was wondering what you thought Gibson Campbell coming on means for Daly and Cook in terms of where they're going to play.
Well, I mean, and Campbell's a veteran. He's appeared in 17 games. He's one of the team's top defenders. He started 14 last year, really just got pulled off this year. But someone that can, if they want to go for more of a defensive look, comes back into the game and automatically makes an impact.
Siegelstein chipped the ball in. Daly on the run. Daly finishes over the keeper. It's 3-1. Ian Daly with flair. Jumbo's in control here at Bello.
And there was that opportunity that the Jumbos needed. Huntsman really couldn't do anything in that situation. That's when you find a defender like Daly, the leading scorer for the Jumbos, his 5th in the season. Look at that. I mean, it's just an open look, that lob pass. Huntsman can't do anything. Just look up and see the ball go into the net. Perfect opportunity there for the Jumbos, and they capitalize.
Absolutely. And it took a while, but finally, the multi-goal lead that everyone thought was coming comes with 15 minutes to go.
Well, and that's why he's such a versatile player. He's been playing in the back pretty much all game. We've seen a few moments of him going in the front. Actually, on this pass play, he was in the back literally 5 seconds before he moved up to the corner, just ran essentially on that right side, pushed up to the front, found the look, and scored the goal.
Absolutely. Ian Daly saying, okay, Daniel Yanez, you might have scored the first one, but I got this one. Trainer with a high press now as the Jumbos looking for the goal that would in all likelihood put this one all away and give them 3 points. A little bit of a loose touch. Siegelstein just can't get to it.
And you wonder where the Viking defenders were on that left side in that moment that Daly scored that goal.
I don't know. I mean, it was such a good ball there from Siegelstein. You have to wonder, is there anything they could have even done? As now in behind is O'Toole. Gibson Campbell going to force him around.
Well, you got to remember, Daly always plays with the mind of a defender. He understands those defensive plays and what they would probably do in that moment.
A little bit of a spin move from Melli. Yanez forcing him back. Melli gets tripped up by Yanez. And that'll be a free kick in another dangerous spot there for the Vikings.
Yeah, let's see if he can get back up here. Let's see if the Vikings, I mean, here's where the advantage that Campbell came into the situation, right? You got a strong defensive back there in that core on the right side, which is really where you need him right now.
Absolutely.
You see a lot of white jerseys there in the box now.
This one will be taken by Senra. In swinger. Does not get over the first defender. Yanez gets it out.
Yeah, Yanez then with another phenomenal play, and this time on the defensive side.
Second ball. Looks to be coming in. Flynn now going to be forced back. Has a great step there by Ian Daly. Who else? 12 and a half to go at Bello. Jumbo's up 3-1 in what has been a wild and thrilling Wednesday night showdown.
These are the opportunities that the Vikings need. These are the opportunities that the Vikings need to capitalize on. And that's where Sean Trainer is, right? An aggressive player who comes into the middle and picks the ball back out.
Yeah, just missed finding either Gherkin or Max Cook, and the Jumbos would have been away again. You have to wonder just how Daniel Yanez is doing it. He came in with 25 minutes to go in the first half and has not come out since.
Yeah, Yanez, the freshman, I mean, shining on every side of the ball. We just saw him make a defensive play there.
Flynn on the edge of the box. That one stood up towards the back post. Runner in, flicked over by Alex Wall.
Yeah, there just were no orange jerseys there in the box in order to pick up that ball. It was a great kick, but no one there that could capitalize.
Wu Vin Shin. Wide to Daly. Siegelstein. That one misses. Daly pops free. Daly's on it. And that'll be cleared out for a Jumbo's throw.
About 10 minutes left. Jumbo's in the lead.
Shin with a good ball to Yanez. Yanez going to open up, go the other way. Laid off for Clivio. Splits the defense. Shin on it. Space for Siegelstein. Has runners. Chips that ball up. Looking, finding the runner. Just missed. Max Cook sliding.
Yeah, I mean, Max Cook, right? He got the perfect open look there in that situation, trying to slide into the middle. Another unlucky pass there. That's all you can say.
Gibson Campbell with a nice step. Intercepts it. That'll be a Jumbo's throw. Mark Wynn going to come in for Max Cook. Jumbo's going to go back to that 4-4 or 4-5-1 with Wynn stepping to the midfield. Gibson Campbell going to keep playing that left back spot. Max Cook has had a phenomenal night, Felix.
Absolutely. Max Cook really being that player. I mean, he's been the player that's been kicking those big, important balls. Big boot. I believe he had the assist on the first ball. Correct me if I'm wrong. On the first goal, correct me if I'm wrong.
He did have the assist on the Clivio goal. Off that corner, yes. Alex Wall with it. Trainer, Siegelstein. Runners. Siegelstein's going to have a hit. That one knuckling just over the corner.
And those are the types of opportunities that you have to take. I mean, Siegelston did exactly the right thing there. I mean, he was just a little unlucky there. That's all you can say.
I don't think you can say unlucky. I think you can just say he missed from about 30 yards by about 6 inches.
Phenomenal kick there.
And it looks as if Gherkin and I believe that was Max Cook who came out will get replaced by Feigin and Mikey Brady. Desidell going to rotate the squad a little bit. Handball on Salem State. That'll be a Jumbo's free kick at midfield. Felix, I know there's still 9 minutes to go, but what do you look ahead to? Where do you need to kind of tighten things up, and where do you look to expand upon for the Jumbos going into both this away game at Hamilton and then home here on JumboCast at Babson next weekend?
Well, I think what Jumbo's got to ensure is that they really capitalize on those more aggressive plays. They had opportunities here to score goals, right? There were essentially 5 or 6 opportunities that were just slightly right, just slightly left, just inches away. Those are the kinds of shots that you got to practice a little bit more there. How do you get men into the box that can kick them in? It's all a communication game at the end of the day, right? It's a game between players and about teamwork, and I think the Jumbos have been doing well in that front, but it's something that they can always improve on a little bit more.
Daly and Brady with a nice interplay, but out of bounds. That'll be a Salem State throw.
Seems like Salem State is bringing in a whole new front here.
Yeah, it looks as if Salem State's conceding this one, but they have a lot to be proud of.
Absolutely. And the Jumbos really just the more aggressive team on the offensive side. But you got to say, that Salem State defense looked incredible tonight. Phenomenal. They stopped important plays. They got away. And Matt Hoffman.
That'll go out for a Jumbo's corner.
Definitely the MVP here tonight.
Yeah, Matt Huntsman been phenomenal all night. He's really the only one to which the scoreline does not flatter, because in any other game, you make 6 saves of that caliber, you do not expect to give up 3 goals. But in any other game, you're not facing off against one of the best offenses in all of Division III soccer. Jumbos have another corner coming up. I believe this one's going to be taken by Ethan Feigin.
You do have a new look Vikings here, right? You got to see if they can capitalize on some of those opportunities, right? Completely new team, fresh off of the
Swung
bench.
in, Mikey Brady on it, flick just wide.
Another one that's just inches away, right? That's just what I was talking about there. Those are the types of plays that you got to work on. See how you can find the back of the net off of those types of things.
Jumbo's going to make a sub. Into the game will be Andre Rosas. Out will be Daniel Yanez, finally getting that much-deserved rest. Felix, what do you say about Daniel Yanez's performance today? What can be said?
He has made a statement for himself here tonight. He has shown that he is a player to be reckoned with, a player that deserves a starting spot if one's going to be given to him, a player that deserves minutes, that deserves all the time that he can get on this field, because he can play on both sides of the ball, has made plays on both sides of the ball, and scored a goal that was essential to the Jumbos being in the lead right now.
Absolutely. Good ball into space. Mikey Brady can't quite keep it down. Denby fighting for it, but can't keep it in. That'll be a Salem State throw. 6 minutes to go.
Really got to say the freshmen were showing a bright light here tonight. Showing a side of the Jumbos that we haven't seen in a long time, an aggressive Jumbo front, a fast Jumbo front, one that shows speed.
Mikey Brady still with it.
And
Brady around the defender. In on that shot. Saved by Huntsman.
And Brady's one of those veterans that always comes in and makes a statement for himself when he comes in those critical moments, right?
Absolutely. There's a reason he was trusted to go into big games last year. There's a reason he's trusted in big moments now, and it's because he has that leadership and that ability. Jumbo's tried to take that throw so quickly that the ref couldn't call it a Salem State throw, but that'll be blown back.
Another great job there by Matt Huntsman off that Brady kick there.
Absolutely. A little bit of a loose touch. Brady picks it off. Feigin on it. Denby. Great ball into space. Siegelstein turns.
Yeah, Campbell there with a big
That
boot.
ball
That's
switched
something
wide.
to show.
Rosas around a defender. Ball switch across, and that's 4-1. Finished by Mark Quinn. Oh, excuse me. That one is finished by, I can't get the number on it.
I believe it's Gherkin. It is Gherkin.
Liam Gherkin will get, no, Liam Gherkin came out. I think that's Brady. It is Mikey Brady, number 12, with the goal there. Brady gets his goal. The Jumbos get their fourth. And a statement win here at Bello.
Well, and very deserved there for Brady, as I mentioned before, someone who always comes in and can make a difference in any of these given moments. And that's what he did here.
And Huntsman's night is done. He was coming out anyways. They're going to let a freshman goalie get in there. But he'll have to be frustrated just with the scoreline. His performance was phenomenal, but that scoreline really does not flatter him.
I think for the Salem State sort of moving forward for the Vikings, it's really looking out for the defense. What's the defense going to do, and what difference are they going to have?
Yeah, and it looks as if we get a substitution stoppage in the next 4 minutes, we will have the very first Jumbo appearance of Sammy Cow, the new freshman goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He is highly touted. Great things been said about him. I'm really hoping someone just boots this ball out of bounds so we can see him play.
Excited to see Sammy Cow here come into this game, see what kind of a difference he can make for the Jumbos as well. You know, you can kind of compare them, Lauda and Cow, as sort of the Neuer and Ter Stegen on the German national team, two phenomenal goalkeepers where you really don't know who to put in any given moment. Let's see what Cow can do here.
Yeah, alongside them will be the return of James Gunn and the first Bello Field appearance, I believe, of James Flagg. Feigen being pressured hard, turns around a defender. Gonna make a run here, Ethan Feigen. That one down the line. Making a run will be Andre Rosas. Cuts around and drops a defender, silly. In behind here is Mark Wynn, but that is caught by the keeper.
Yeah, Jumbo's still playing aggressive, not giving up in these moments.
Andre Rosas says, I may not get many minutes, but I'm gonna make the most of them. That's a highlight reel one if I've ever seen it. That one being fought for in midair. Comes to Feigen. Gonna try and send that ball.
And I said it early on that I thought this was going to be a game with a lot of switches, a lot of players coming off the bench, and that's what we saw here tonight. And probably the biggest difference maker in this game, Yanez, coming off the bench and showing Medford why he deserves to be on this team as Cow comes onto the field, taking over for Eric Lauda. Lauda looking a little confused, being like, what's going on here? But excited to see Cow play.
Yeah, and for Sammy Cow, as they're going to reset the scoreboard to let Sammy Cow get his full time here. This is a moment he's been looking forward to for years. His first collegiate moments on the field at Bello, in a win, in a comfortable game, no pressure, just pure bliss. And that's how the Jumbos have to be feeling. Very blissful after they said, okay, you took us out of the rankings, we're going to show you. And they put the hammer down in this second half.
And Cal being a freshman from Ardmore, PA, he's also played in the MLS Next Cup in 2022. Definitely a recruit to keep your eye out on, whether he takes over for Lauda when he graduates or there's going to be a competition in the next few years. That's something that's definitely here to look out for.
Absolutely. The future of Tufts goalkeeping is secure. And here is Sammy Cow on the ball, being pressed high, and absolutely just gets that guy going. Silly.
Great boot there from Cow, pushing it back out.
Gibson Campbell. Jumbo's just passing around, playing a little bit of a duck, duck, goose with this Salem State team at this point.
Yeah, just seem to be passing around, having some fun, finding.
Feigen with a great move. Now plays that ball through, just missing Mikey Brady.
Yeah, Brady coming back into that center. See if we could get some action there. Now the Vikings back on it.
Final minute here at Bella.
And you got to say, it was a phenomenal game by the Jumbos. They were aggressive. They were fast. They passed. They communicated. They got into those corners, and they got the moments to take the shots. well-deserved win from the Jumbos here, but you have to give credit to the Salem State Vikings as well. They stayed strong on the defensive front, ensuring that the Jumbos didn't get any more goals. They continued to pass. They had some shining moments. They had that goal off of the corner. And, of course, Matt Huntsman, phenomenal job by him as well.
That one bounces around. Salem State almost gets on that.
As we have a whistle blown.
I think because it hit the ref. It's not going to matter.
No stoppage time here in D3 soccer.
There is no stoppage time. Clock's about to run out. Final 10 seconds here at Bello. The Jumbos, Salem State made them earn it, but the Jumbos get their win in their second home game. They keep themselves undefeated here at Bello, and they right the ship with a 4-1 win over Salem State.
Yeah, this was an exciting game with really no pauses in the middle, no times to sort of look away. As we look back here at this highlight reel, this final goal. Oh, as we see Cal walk around, get his first action, his first touch of the ball here for the Jumbos. And he's someone that we're excited to see in the coming years. Riley, I had a great time doing this with you tonight.
Absolutely, Felix. It was a pleasure, and we would encourage our viewers to stick around as we will be back in a minute or two, hopefully with an interview of one of these exciting freshmen who got a big moment here at Bello today.
You're so hypnotic, magical.
I'm joined here by Sammy Kao, the freshman goalie, getting his first minutes here on Bello. Sammy, talk me through sort of getting that call from Coach coming onto the field and in such an impressive win here tonight.
Yeah, it was a great win by the team. We struggled a little bit at the beginning of the second, but obviously we're clearly better than them. The main thing is that everyone got minutes. It was good to see everyone play. Some people who may not have played in the past couple of games got in, showed what they can do. And it's a battle every day, competition between not only ourselves, but challenging ourselves to get better.
And definitely competition on the field, but competition off the field as well. You got your colleague, Eric Lauda, who's been starting the first few games. Talk me through your relationship with him. How have you guys been working together?
Yeah, so I like to think of like all the keepers, we're like a team, right? We push each other every day at practice. We're competitive. We try to make each other better. We're fighting for minutes, but we push each other to get better, and we want to see each other improve, because at the end of the day, you want to get on the field not because someone's playing badly, but because you out-earned it.
And what's the mentality sort of going into the next few games, coming off of a win here, continuing in the season, going back into the NESCAC? What's that vision?
I think our vision is to continue improving. I think the pieces are coming together. We've had some early struggles, but I think we get better with shooting, scoring. We're going to put the ball in the back net.
Absolutely. Well, Thank you for joining me. Thank you for happy to see you, and I'm glad to see you on the field. And thank you for joining us tonight on JumboCast. Hope to see you in the next few weeks ahead.
Thank you.
I was hypnotic, magical.